Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Kaba Ilco number 7185 CE1-46. This is a mortise cylinder with a Corbin Russwin L4 keyway. Okay. And let's go over all of the Let's dissect that part number first of all. 7185 is going to be a reference to the length of the cylinder. And the length of a 7185 is specifically 1.1 inches. 1.1 inches is measured from the underside of the head to the back of the cam. And that's how mortise cylinders are always measured, underside of the head to the back of the cam, 1.1 inches. That means 7185. 7185 also means that it is a 5-pin key blank that you're going to get, but it's drilled 6-pin. Just important to know, there are 6 chambers drilled inside of the cylinder, but the key that's supplied is a 5-pin key blank. If you need 1.1 inches with a 6-pin cut key, and obviously drilled 6 would be a 7186. There are times when a 6-pin is absolutely required. If you have 6-pin key blanks and you've got a 5-pin cylinder, a 7185, the key blank will physically go in, so there's no trouble with that necessarily, and it'll work, but that's not always the case. There are times when cylinders will not take a 6-pin length key blank, especially if you have something like a 1-inch cylinder that you would have on an aluminum storefront door. Okay. Now moving forward, the CE, that's a reference to Corbin Russwin L4 keyway, and L4 is of course the most common keyway from Corbin Russwin with a look-alike original head on the key. The dash 46 means Duracolor brown, a very elegant, relatively light, not very dark, not overly dark cylinder face that will match very well certain aluminum anodized dark bronze entrances. There are times when an oil rubbed is a better option for your finish, and there are times when a 46 is a better option. Obviously, now moving on to the part number, the 1 tells you that you're going to get a standard cam. Where would you use a standard cam? Well, very commonly in old-time mortise locks, they'll use just a straight cam, is what these are called, or standard. Standard and straight go together. Key switches, alarm bypasses, and exit devices, things of that nature. Mortise lock trim will very often use, not mortise lock trim, exit device trim will often use a standard cam. Okay, lots of other things will likely use it as well. If there are part numbers after the finish, which is 46 in this case, it will refer to the keying options, but regarding finishes first, you'll be able to do this cylinder in all of the common finishes, satin bronze, satin chrome, polished chrome, black, Duracolor brown, satin brass, and polished brass. That does not mean that they're all available in stock, and it doesn't mean that they're all necessarily easy or fast to get, but they are all technically available. There may be minimum order requirements for some of those finishes. Okay. Now the rest of the extended description below this video, we've got it pretty much all covered, except to say that if there are letters and numbers after that part of the key blank, it will refer to the keying. The cylinder that we have here happens to be a KA2, which means that when you buy these in groups of 2, each group will be keyed alike. So if you ordered 6 and you ordered them all KA2, you'll have 3 groups of 2 that will be keyed alike per group, but the 3 groups will all be keyed differently from each other group. You can special order those KA6, and that will give you 6 cylinders that will all be keyed alike without trouble, although there'd be a factory lead time in general when it comes to special keying. Down below this video are some images that are important, not only the Corbin Russwin L4 keyway, but an outline of the standard or 863 G cam, and the 863 is the part number for just that cam. That would be on the back of the tailpiece. Okay. Now you can also do all the different common tailpieces. Kaba Ilco likely has a good dozen different types of tailpieces. Below this video is a link to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Kaba Ilco products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, along with a link to the full product catalog. And it's within that full product catalog that you will be able to review, and it's likely called brass cylinder. Review all of the different types of cylinders and options that are available from Kaba Ilco. Namely, you're going to deal with a variety of different available keyways, finishes, lengths, tailpiece combinations, and then keying options. There are literally thousands of possibilities that can be done with mortise cylinders alone. But then, of course, rim cylinders. Their line of low-profile deadbolts that employs mortise cylinders as well. But then a variety of other hardware that you may not even know that Kaba Ilco is a giant in the industry providing, like cam locks, mailbox locks, things of that nature, rim-mounted, surface-mounted deadbolt locks as well. Now, that catalog is called brass cylinder, and that's because the cylinder is made of brass, as is the cylinder plug. The translation or the takeaway from that is extremely smooth, reliable, predictable operation on the cylinder today and years to come. Because it's brass, allows for very high machining tolerances at the factory when this material is made, and just provides an ultra smooth operation. I cannot fathom why people would spend $5 on a cylinder that they knew in a year was going to fail when they can spend $15 and get a cylinder that will last decades. If you rekey cylinders, you absolutely will prefer a Kaba Ilco type cylinder, and if you compare this against OEM cylinders, the decision or the choice is quite clear to make. If you have any questions on the Kaba Ilco 7185 and a CE keyway with a 1 tailpiece and a 46 finish, or any other Kaba Ilco product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.